so much of Islam is contextual, right?
Mhm.
So that honestly is a lot of the critiques of Islam as a religion, is that a non-Muslim will pick up a English translation of
Gotcha.
the
Okay.
Quran, right? Which that
Mhm.
itself, like just the translation, even if you were just looking at translation, like there's a lot of really problematic translations out there.
Mhm.
So a non-Muslim, even if they do have good intentions, let's just say, like, let's ignore those like
Yeah.
rampant Islamophobes out there, but if they have good intentions, they pick up a copy, an English copy of the Quran. They just read that and they're like, oh my God, this is so problematic. Like, how could anyone believe it? And that's the thing. Like, I agree. Like, if that's how you went about learning the religion, like, and when I first became a practicing Muslim, I was raised in a Muslim. I was born and raised in a Muslim family, but I wasn't practicing until my 20s in college.
Mhm.
And so when I started like actively pursuing like, hey, do I really actually want to be Muslim? I did do that exactly thing. I'm like, oh my God, what the heck? Like, why are we doing that? Like, what? Dad, Mom, like, what? Why on earth? Right. And then, I had the opportunity because thankfully I am,
Mhm.
lucky that I had a community to go to and scholars who had learned and be like, oh my God, what the heck is this? And they're like, okay, so here's like an understanding of like, just the translation itself, but then also
Mhm.
this verse was, we believe revealed from God to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in a specific situation. So something was happening,
Mhm.
and then Muslims believe that God revealed a certain verse, just like a verse or a couple of verses at a time related to that specific event. So you have to like look at what was the context of
Okay.
that event, right? So for instance, like, I don't mind going there. Like, there are
Mhm.
verses that a lot of folks who are non-Muslim believe that it shows that Muslims like need to hate non-Muslims, or like all non-Muslims are evil, or Jews are evil, or Christians are evil, or whatever, right?
Mhm.
And so the idea with those verses, to my knowledge, is that it was a matter of the groups of people at the time who the Quran is describing were like actually attacking the
Okay.
Muslim groups, right? So
Mhm.
this isn't applied to like literally every non-Muslim for all of time forever,